So the great thing about video is literally you can shoot with anything you have, cameras, iPhones, all of that stuff. So for video, if I'm on Instagram stories, I'm just filming right with my camera on my phone
Through Instagram.
Right. But if I want to produce more polished content, every photographer has a DSLR or a camera that is capable of shooting HD footage video.
Yeah, for the most part.
In 2018, everybody should.
Right.
And so really what it is learning through YouTube tutorials, video products, that sort of thing that you can purchase as educational courses, attending video workshops, that sort of thing if you want to go really super in depth. But just Google how to edit video, that sort of thing.
What do you
just
use
to get
to
a
edit?
start?
What do you personally
Personally, I use all Adobe products. So Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop, just because they play really nicely with each other.
They do.
And so that's what I personally use to edit, but you can use iMovie, you can use whatever softwares you have already, Final Cut Pro, all of that stuff. And I'm a very big fan of just use what you have and get to know that. And most of the higher end video softwares are going to be able to do most of the same stuff.
Right.
So it's really just a matter of preference at that point.
What do you say to somebody that's listening to this and says, you know what, I don't have time for that?
And so my biggest thing is coming into it with a mentality of that, I think is dangerous.
Yeah, okay.
And I think, yeah, you might not have time.
Right.
But at the same time, if you don't have time, you can outsource.
So outsource. If you that's your answer to somebody that initially says, I don't have time to do that. You think it's important enough.
I do.
That it needs to be done whether you have time yourself or not.
Absolutely.
And you outsource it to whom?
So one of the things that I did in my business when I was starting, so I have a senior team, basically a team of representatives, and we started the year we start every senior team with a studio shoot. So we all rent out a huge studio. We have it all catered. There's tons of food, music. We do a studio shoot there. And one of the things is that this is kind of like the kickoff to the team. It's where everybody meets each other for the most part. Parents are there. And I actually hired a videographer that I met in high school, who was charging lower rates but was pretty good, and I had him come and actually just film some promo stuff that I now use as video collateral on my websites and stuff to introduce people to the senior team. So reach out to your seniors and see if they know anybody that does video on the side. You don't have to hire a professional. It doesn't necessarily need to be professional grade content if you're not going to be using it as kind of that huge, really polished look, but find somebody who's good enough that you can afford, that is able to come and do the job while you are shooting or doing whatever you need to do so that you can focus on what you're doing and they can focus on what they're doing and create that video content, just because people love to consume that video. And it's great in terms of people sharing and getting an insight on who you are, who your business is, and that sort of thing. So I do think it's that important to be able to
you gotta make it happen somehow.
Yeah.
Either way.
Exactly.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this conversation presented by White House Custom Color on YouTube. Be sure to check out our other content and click that subscribe button right there. Right. Right there. It's there somewhere.